What's going on, guys? Kaiger here. Today we're talking about the armor best build. So right here we're going to talk about PvE, then move over to PvP. So far I've already done both of the sword guides as well as both of the bow guides. Today and tomorrow we're going to do both of the cannon guides. Then hopefully later this week we'll be doing both of the books, and then next week should be the Lancer. So right here, armor PvE, as you see up at the top, a little bit about the class itself, the benefits you have for the class. I say that it works really well with either priest or wind chaser is actually very good with it in PvE, but ideally marksman is better in PvE. It's just thematically with what the class is trying to do, it works really well with wind chaser. Then we're doing a fire here. The one thing of note is the buff right here that increases crit rate, crit damage. It is a known bug and it is still not working, but even without the class benefits right here, the class is still doing great in version 1.33. And as we see in PvE, we have Rose and Diablo on the bench. We are using primarily all of our armor skills. The only one that we are skipping on is our first one, Blasting Sparkle. Its primary purpose is to be a short cooldown skill as well as reducing healing, but that's not generally a big deal for PvE. If you do have a Path of Fire boss or anything like that that does do healing, then sure, you could pick it up. But we're picking up the turret that decreases the enemy's attack, which can be very powerful in Path of Fire or Elemental Realm. For the crystals, we're using the pretty common ones, attack, tenacity, and crit. I've had the question why tenacity and not break, and that is just, it's a general good one. And even in PvE, both of them are generally PvP stats, so it doesn't matter which one you use for PvE. And then as we see down here, it's about the same. The stats that we're looking for, damage increase to bosses, crit and crit damage, looking the same in all the PvE modes. Then also our cores and generations, and the treasures are primarily going to be the single player PvE ones. Now going on to armor PvP. That should make it a little bit easier to see. So in PvP, as we see right here, a little bit about it, class benefits, class pairings, and same thing, priest and wind chaser. But then when we go over here, you'll see top league. This time Ikoria, Ixoria, and Chestnut Rose are on the bench, with these as the four fairies. Winter Cherry is the primary one that you care the most about because of her passive in top league. Damage increase, PvP increase, damage decrease, PvP decrease, crit and pierce. This stacks well with our current class advancements. Break is obviously a good stat to have, but not the main priorities. Now in PvP, we're using all four armor skills with our crit, attack, tenacity, level 12 slaughter, level 12 fierce attack, and 4 set of break free. Once we trigger fierce attack or slaughter, then we will get the break free, allowing us to increase our crit rate, crit damage. These are the treasures right here that we're using. This is top league, so you can have a guild mate, you can have a couple partner, you can have a student, you can have all these bonuses, as well as having a level 4 or higher bonus, echo, and things like this. Just ones that are pretty normal to see. And in Shrine, we're looking at the exact same setup. This time we are kind of focused on Rose and Diablo to mess with our opponents. Anatheria right here has a little bit less value for armor than most other classes, because armor does have blasting sparkle over here that can reduce the enemy's healing, as well as give you a movement speed bonus if you're in preparation overload, whereas that's a big thing for Anathria for other classes. Generally she just kills them already, so reducing their healing is an added bonus if you don't get the kill, but on this character it's primarily a kill shot. Special treasures that are only because you're by yourself in Shrine, so these are single player only. And then over here for Guild War, same stats, same skills, same fairy setup, crystals, and Guild War is where you can have the most change. Obviously Holy Echo is probably going to be the best echo for all these game modes, but I don't go for the Holy on these cheat sheets. This is supposed to be a quick start guide. You should be able to look at this sheet, say, okay, I want to play armor. Okay, class pairings, let me look at priest, let me look at wind chaser, and decide between those two, and then do this sheet plus that sheet, and then be ready to jump in and play the game. Or listen to the videos of the reasoning behind several of the things and be ready to jump in and just be ready to go, enjoy the game. But these will be on my Discord, link down below. Let me know if you have any questions, and until next time, guys.